Hey, so back, getting a little fancy here, actually having me in the video. Um, so let's continue with reviewing some of my past works. It's kind of fun for me as well because it makes me think about some of the things I used to use and techniques, and kind of re-exploring these since I don't listen to them all the time. It's kind of fun because it brings back thoughts about what I was thinking at the same time, at that time, and makes it kind of new for me. So today we're going to be reviewing Gosub The Last Time. It's a record that I did for City Night in 2010, and it is a continuation of work I did for City Night with Watches of the Black Universe, which was that double vinyl. This one was a 5-track. It came out probably a year after that, and yeah, it was all during that same session. Sometimes what happens creatively wise with me is I'll get in a mode where I just have to get it all out, and every once in a while that happens, and I just keep going for a while. Yeah, I got it out. So, enough of me rambling on. Let's kind of talk through this record. So two things. One, originally this track had vocals. It's called The Broadcast. And the label manager asked me to do a version without the vocals. So we released it without the vocals. And at some point I'll probably put out the version with the vocals on Bandcamp or something, just so it's out there. But every time I listen to this track, which is every blue moon, I hear it with the vocals. So it's kind of torture for me because I hear it and I'm going, that's where the vocals go, and there is no vocal. So let's keep going. Oh yeah, the other thing is I used the version 1 bass station for the lead line little theme it has in it. And the bass line is, I believe, a Matrix 1000, or it's the expander, or one of the two, the Oberheim expander. I don't remember, but it's one of those. It's Oberheim, definitely. All right, let's go to the next track. So it's funny, I used a 909 on this for the drum track itself. And then I used like this organ sound, I think it was JV1080. And then bass station for the lead line. I just kind of let it go and then played it live on top. People will be like, well, you know, that's not electro, it's not techno. It's like, yeah, so what? It's just what it is. So, you know, it doesn't have to fit some cookie cutter, you know, format. It's just what I came up with, and just kind of let it go. So it plays on for like 4 or 5 minutes of just me playing lead line and organ and stuff, and made it kind of work with this weird 909 beat behind it. think it's kind of an underrated record, but that's just me tooting my own horn on the thing. I think it's a cool 5-track EP because it has this kind of cool combination of techno, electro-y, funk tracks. You really can't put any kind of classification, which I kind of like. And then, you know, it can be warm and cold at the same time. And obviously it was just something I was feeling. So let's go to the next track. So, you know, I love those like 70s porn bass lines. So I did some 70s porn bass lines. The beat's pretty simple on this track, but if you listen to the snare on it, the snare I took and flanged it out real hard. I just slammed it through a flanger just so it gets that kind of weird elasticity, weird kind of sound thing going where it's never repeating itself. Put a clap on top of it too and ran it through the flange. Lead line is a Juno 106 that's missing a voice, so half the time it gets played in mono because it skips like the number 6 voice or something like that. But I won't get it fixed because I actually like the sound of how it sounds broken, if that makes any sense. But hey, it's like bending a trumpet to make it sound different, or extending it out, or modifying it on the pipes just to get a different sound out of it. I know this side's got more, a little heavier. But let's just get into it. So 808, Juno 106. Yeah, people ask me like, what do I do for the vocals? And I lie every time. I do. Can't help it. I make something up every time on the vocals, because why would I tell everybody my vocal secret? But maybe I'll tell you. You know what it is the vocals I usually will run through Digital Performer has interesting foreign kind of filter thing, and it just kind of works nice on a vocal. So that's the big secret, but usually I don't tell anybody that. Let's get to the vocal. Got a big runway on it. So this is in response to Watchers from the Black Universe. It's them basically saying, hey, we're still here and we're still looking out. So it's not like they left. They're just still here. And they're telling everybody in this track that they're still here, which they are, crazy way. I do this thing a lot of times where I'll wait a while and then I'll throw one element in it, just opens up the track a bit. This time I used a clap that comes in later, and it just kind of works. Yeah, it creeped in there, and then On top of that, I got a SH-101 squiggling around on top. Never repeats, which I kind of like, so your ear doesn't get stuck. Well, it kind of repeats, but it's never the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, this was written right after the other track. I just took the K and shortened it on the kick. Same SH-101 sound. Slow BPM on this. I don't know. Yeah, it's like 110. It's got some rattling chains in the back. Probably could play it at 45 -8. Like, yeah, you could. Yeah, it's got a little vocal in there. It's telling you to keep it raw. Which is kind of how I stripped it down on this track. Doesn't have much. Anyways, that's it. It's a mix of 808, 909, some SH-101, Juno 106, JB1080, and Matrix Expander and Matrix 1000. And a couple other things. Yeah, 2010 City Night, Gosub, The Last Time.